say goodbye, yeah. Want your skin on my skin. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got. Yeah, we try. Side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try. Side by side, but things don't get better. You get bitter. I wanna say goodbye, yeah. Lay your head on my chest, just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else around. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got. Yeah, we try. Side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, and this whole stream deck is freaking out. Like, look at this trash. Look at this. Wow. What is even happening at this point? The whole thing is freaking out. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Maybe if I turn off the visibility or something. I don't know. Anyway, all right, the stream deck is officially freaked out. But anyway, YouTube user, thank you for your 2 donations. Karen, GK, Sarah, and Bartman, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. Reiki, we got Maruta, we got Andrew, we got Bartman, we got Michelle C, Sarah, we got Linda. Linda, what's going on? Ava, and everybody else. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. So yeah, the entire thing exploded. It all exploded and took down my computer. Okay, now we get the camera, actually. We need to disable and deactivate and then reactivate the camera. There we go. And I think we're live. Finally, enough stuff, you know? Some of those days, you never know what's going on. Ava, welcome. Good to see you. What is happening with y'all? All right. Let's go to the first donation, which would be from Sarah. General with the Sufi Tarot. It's finally available. It is finally here. It is the Sufi Tarot. See, Sarah asked for it 100,000 times, and I actually unboxed it. Or no, I actually did a 4K flip through. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock with some Sufi Doofy Tarots over here, making it happen over there. Be random with me. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, let's see what's going on. A little bit of a general action over here. What can we do with the generalis? Yeah, okay. So if you didn't watch the video already, I did unbox and look through the Fallout Tarot. So yeah, I'm going to be giving that one away. This weekend, I guess we'll give away the Fallout Tarot because I am not using that thing. I can tell you now, just not going to happen. All right, let's see what's going on. General with the Sufi Tarot. The Fool. I mean, this is the time. This is the time to kind of figure out where we want to adventure into. Now, I think there's a couple of things that you could do right now. I don't really think that you've sort of embraced it or looked through it or definitely sort of embarked upon that because you are sort of distracted by other things. I think there are some items that we can get into. I think there's some things that we could do that we really haven't done. There's some things that we could start, we could begin. And I think you should sort of look through that and see what is going to be my focus. Where am I going to be looking for in here? Because it does have a full opportunity, but there are a lot of distractions going on. YouTube user Anna Karen, I thank you for your other donations. I appreciate you. Maria, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, it is time to figure out where I want to be, right? Because where I want to be is going to be something that I need to start now rather than later. Again, too many distractions going on as far as that goes. it is time for taking some a very focused action. When I say focused action, I mean some things that are out there that need to be embraced, that need to be looked at, that need to be handled. I think it's time to focus on some of those as well. In other words, sort of a triage, right? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Sort of getting a triage in here. What can we focus on that's going to be important? What is going to be what we focus on first, second, third, fourth? Because again, distractions, a lot of things that need to be done. I think you need to put up a triage list and try to figure out what needs to be done before the other things. I think that's going to be the important part here. You do have sort of a strength card. Patience is a virtue, especially at work right now. It feels like there's a sort of employment is going to be weird in December, and I mean weird in December. I think there's going to be some wild things in December. So just hang on to your seat done tonight. It is going to be quite frightening indeed, Bart, man. It is going to be just straight up scary. So I hope you're prepared for the level of scariness that you're going to encounter, because, you know, that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes, Bart, man. All right, what kind of Halloween mysteries, Halloween things are we going to get done here? Oh, man. I really think you're going to be in an environment with a lot of people for Halloween, right? You're going to be in an environment, a lot of Halloween kind of things, actions, things going on with that. But yeah, you definitely have sort of a Six of Wands action here. People are going to be celebrating with you. You need to sort of look for who you're going to go with, because I think sort of who you're with and what you're doing is going to be the very active, very kind of thing that you want to focus on. Six of Wands talking about the Lord of Victory. So I think a lot of people are on your side. A lot of people do want to sort of help you, be with you, be on your side with this Halloween celebration. Five of Wands is really, now one thing about dealing with other people is they all have different opinions from us, right? So they're going to think we need to do this, or we need to do that. And you need to kind of, you know, figure out where you want to go with that, because who do you want there? Who's going to be important versus who is not going to be important? I think that's going to be the thing here. Okay. The Five of Wands. Don't let conflicts, don't let disagreements with other people ruin your celebrations. You want to go out, you want to have some fun, and just keep it light and don't really focus on other people's concerns as it goes. Three of Pentacles is interesting. I think Halloween is a lot of fun. You have a lot of entertainment, good stuff to celebrate Halloween. So celebrate it with other people. Don't let them pull you into arguments. Don't let them pull you into disagreements. Just realize it's going to be fun. It's going to be kind of, you know, kind of hanging out and having a good time is going to be the purpose of what you are doing. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Neve, a welcome, and Queen, a welcome as well. And Eva, what is going on, everybody? It is Monday. Hopefully you survived another manic Monday. I am off work this week, so I did not have a manic Monday. I slept in. I slept in a little bit, played around some, went into the store, did a bunch of errands and all this other stuff. You know, it's the way it goes. The way it happens when you're on vacation, sometimes you got to do a lot of running around. What are S's feelings for A? Do they like them? Do they not like them? See what's going on. People are buffering on the stream. Is it fixed? Is it fixed? I did see it blink on my side, but it looks clean to me. I mean, it looks all right to me. Anyway, cheesecake, one of my favorite snacks. Welcome. And how are you doing this fine Monday? I appreciate your donation. All right, let's see what's going on. GK wants to do it and see what's going on here. GK is like, how are S's feelings for A? The moon, nice, except for the King of Cups. I really think that there was a level of emotional resonance, there was a level of emotional connection that really was very fantastic, or had a lot of beef to it, right? A lot of beef going on here, a lot of emotional resonance, a lot of things that used to be good, that used to be great, and it'd be like, well, not anymore. The King of Cups says there's a lot of just disconnection from emotions right now. Is that because of the situation that's going on? Because I do think there's a situation that's going on. Is that because of the situation that's going on? To the moon, we got light emotional resonance. It seems a lot of good connection, a lot of good sort of intuitive connection with that. Then all of a sudden the King of Cups is like it all stopped, or it all ceased, or something like that. So GK, is this something that was good and then it didn't go well? Or is this something that had some potential that didn't really live up to it, or what have you? The King of Cups just says something wild and wacky is going on, where we do have a level of disconnect where I'm just like, nah, I'm not really that into it, not really fully focused on that. Four of Swords as well says, you know, if we're going to get any connection here. We're going to have to do some recovery. We're going to have to do something to fix this because it feels like the opportunity has passed us by, and it's like, well, you know, that's not the best opportunity for us. So yeah, you're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait as far as getting anything done here. The feelings used to be there, not anymore. If you give it time, I think we can sort of come around and try it once more. But it's like, well, maybe that's not what ultimately we want to do, or do we? I mean, there is a possibility of getting that done, but you got to kind of figure out how much effort are you willing to put into it. Well, there. All right, let's see what's going on with YouTube user. Thank you for your quad shot donations tonight. What do we got going on with YouTube user? We got a lot of love questions. Let's go to the Tarot Tower and get us this one right here, otherwise known as the Modern Love Tarot. Let's see how that's going. Let's see how that's going indeed. Tracy S., what is going on? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? It is a fine Monday night. Hopefully everybody survived another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday. That is my fun day, my get up and run day, right? I mean, come on. Somebody back me up here. Somebody back me up here. Anyway, future of me and H, it looks okay. This is something that does need a lot of work, for sure. The Magician says, H is kind of doing their own thing. H is very doing their own thing. It's like, well, if you want a really big focus, if you want to get a lot of their attention, you're going to have to, it doesn't really feel like that happens, right? It doesn't really feel like that's really going to happen. GK, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We have PayPal from Paul. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. All right. We got all sorts of stuff going on. Paul, let me know what your question is. But yeah, Magician says that, you know, H is somebody who just does their thing. And getting into that mode, getting their attention, getting them to sort of be a lot I'll get you a lot of activity, get you a lot of things going. It's going to be kind of weird. Queen of Pentacles, right? There's a amount of work that needs to be done here in order to make this happen. I mean, I think, you know, the future kind of says a Nine of Swords. I think things go well, they don't go well. They go well, they don't go well. This is going to be up, down, kind of a wavy situation right there. Ultraviolet Pisces, what's going on? What is this cute deck? It is the Modern Love Tarot. Rewind 2 minutes and you'll see it. All right. But yeah, this is something, just let it happen. Don't worry about it. Don't have the nightmares. Don't do the Nine of Swords. You're going to have to sort of let it happen. Just let it flow. And if you don't, I wouldn't force anything with this. Just let it flow, let it happen. I think the future looks interesting, to say the least. But yeah. Anyway, some work involved here. Man, they're very independent, like too independent with that. What does N want with me? I feel nothing. All right, let's see. If we're going to be able to do anything with N, well, you know, I still said N's coming around to the end of the year, and the end of the year is sneaking up mighty quick. So we need to see where we're going to be with the end of the year action with all of this. Anyway, what do they want with me? The King of Wands says that King of Cups, emotionally distant with that Page of Wands. I think they're going to give it just a little bit of a try, you know? They're going to give it a little bit of a try. They're going to put 1% effort into it, and they're going to be like, yo, YouTube account, what is going on? And you're going to be like, the hell you want with me? The Page of Wands. I'll put some effort into it, but just not much. I'm not really going to go forth and try a ton with that, right? King of Cups says they're holding back a lot of emotions. In fact, I think they're holding back a secret that you don't know about. But that King of Cups says they're holding back a lot of emotions. It's almost like they're coming in emotionless, like just sort of a factual kind of thing. Like, hey, you know, there you go. But yeah, he's back. Well, I did say he'd come back before the end of the year, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, the King of Wands. I don't know, man. I think that they're going to have this big surge of emotion, and they're going to try, but it's just, a surge of action. No emotions with it. It feels like very robotic. It doesn't feel like a lot of things happening with that. Again, you don't say, you don't feel nothing either. So I don't know. I mean, you do what you need to do, but they got a bunch of action coming in and then almost no action coming in. It's like I got one shot So, yeah, you know, the way it goes, the way it goes. He said you've lost that loving feeling. Oh, my. What's going on with all that? Anyway, Karen is next. Karen has 2 donations. Karen's burning up the credit card over here. All right. Will Medina. Yeah, Medina. Will Medina and I get married? Let's see what's going on with that. We're saving this. We're going to do the other YouTube user questions with that. For this, though, let's go with a little bit of the mystical realm of tarot. This is another one of the new ones. Another one of the new ones, you know, another one of the new ones, and see how this is going. He knows about H, and I told him I lost that loving feeling. That's what I'm saying. Tarot Destiny, welcome. Wendy, welcome as well. What's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday. Are y'all out of control like me? Are y'all out of control? Or are y'all in control? Let's see what's going on. Are we getting married? Not. Magician, Knight of Pentacles, Strength. If you have enough patience, yeah. You have enough patience, yeah. Y'all are going to go through, let me tell you what's going to happen. Y'all are going to, entertainment purposes only, y'all are going to go through a rough time. And during that rough time, some things are going to come out, some things are going to be said, and they're not going to be able to be unsaid. And then all of a sudden, it brings a level of complexity to the thing. If you can work through that, I think you're good, right? The Magician. A lot of things coming out, a lot of things being spoken that should not have spoken. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles says, hey, if we can get through that, then we're going to be all right. Do you think you have a good marriage possibility if you're willing to work that through? I really think springtime of next year is really going to be sort of the magic time if you can make it into that. Strength says how much patience, how much resilience am I willing to put into this relationship? I mean, if you put enough in, I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So I think there's a strong possibility there. Just have to make it through the weird times. The weird times are coming. They are on the way. Luna, welcome. Good to see you. What is going on, everybody? Everybody is here on the Monday night. You know, I had the weekend off from streaming. I just didn't feel it on Sunday, and so I came back Monday, and now I'm feeling it. Now we're rocking. I needed an extra day there. Had a date night, then I had another date night to sort of hang out. Don't do a thing, you know what I mean? It's like the night off is what I'm talking about. Anyway, what does Abel think about me? He keeps coming in and out of my life. Knight of Pentacles says this is somebody who is supposed to be in and out of your life. This is not somebody who is designed, who is built to get there, to stay there, and to not do anything else. Christina, thank you for joining the family. I appreciate that. But this is somebody who is going to be in and out. This is not an unusual situation for them. This is something very, very standard. All right? Knight of Pentacles. I'm riding in, I'm riding out. I'm riding in, I'm riding out. Ace of Pentacles. It's always a new stability. It's always a new kind of inspiration with this. And that's going to be what they do. There's really no magic pill you're going to take that's going to make them stay. I really don't think that's going to happen, right? The Tower says there's constantly, this person emotionally is constantly being crushed, rebuilt, stuff like that. They have a lot of internal issues that are causing this. You're just going to have to put up with it. I think that's all, you know, all in all. At the end of the day, that's where you're going to be with this. So what does Abel think about me? I mean, that's what they do. It's what they do. That's what they're always going to do, in my opinion. So you just got to put up with it, right? Ace of Pentacles, constantly starting over. It's almost like the whole reading is one big judgment card, right? The judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation, which is not really what you want to see, but that's kind of what you get in this situation. We got YouTube users back with a bunch of other stuff. We got YouTube user, 2 more questions. How my first meeting with H is going to go. We're back to using this. Everybody loves this Modern Love Tarot. It is a very great tarot deck. We did have an interview with the author of the Modern Love Tarot. You do need to watch that. That was like a long time ago. It was like 9 months ago or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, the first meeting with H. Oh, the judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation, Page of Swords. You're nervous. You get all nervous. You get all tingly inside. You get all nervous and tingly in that Page of Swords. You're like, and you start stuttering or or something, you don't know how to communicate. Everything just falls apart. You feel like you're just sweating. You feel like everything is just going the way you don't want it to go. That Knight of Pentacles, though, they seem to be just rock solid. They are rock solid. They are just fascinated. They are just really ready to go, willing to do whatever. I think they're really in there, right? They're really in there. I like it a lot. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. You can't wait to see him again. So I think that's nice. It's going to go nice. You're a little over nervous. You got to take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a deep breath. It's the way it is. The way it is sometimes. But yeah, if you can do that, if you can take that deep breath, you're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Don't be nervous. Me and age by the end of 2023. That is a long time. Where will our connection be? Actually, I think y'all, if y'all can make it, I think you have a massive breakup in March. You have a massive breakup in March. That's my first thing that came out of the intuition. Something's going on if you do make it through to Friday. Making it to Friday, I think March is going to be very challenging indeed for you. So be careful. Be careful out there with that. You really don't want to, get too involved there. But yeah, the King of Pentacles, man, it feels like good. It feels like we're building the stability. We got all the rocks and the bricks and everything we need to make the side of this house, make it work and make it go and all this fun things. So a lot of good things happening here. That King of Pentacles feels like everything seems to be so easy and stable and smooth and all of that. Paula, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, let's see about that. With that Five of Wands, though, where are they going? Where's H going? Why does H move so much? Why is H so active? Why is H going from here to there and here to there and here to there? It's almost like you're trying to catch up to them. You're like constantly trying to keep up, and H is going there. They're doing this thing. You're just trying to keep up with the Joneses over there. That Two of Wands, you meet occasionally, and then we don't meet. We're long distance. We meet occasionally. The long distance, we don't meet. Eight of Pentacles just says, man, there's a lot of work to keep this together, because Eight of Pentacles is a great card, right? I mean, you just have that just work involved with a relationship. So it feels like that they're gone too much. They're disconnected too much. KD, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. But that's the overall feel, right? If you can make it, there's going to be a massive breakup in March. If we can make it to March, there's going to be a massive breakup with that. The Five of Wands, difficulty around the corner, what have you. It feels like they've just gone too much, too distant. And a lot of times you're just like, well, I'm not really sure what to do. There's like no fix, right? There's no fix to make this to work. It just feels like they're very active, very travel-y. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. Anyway, we got a Luna. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We got a question from Luna indeed. Paul is next. Hopping over to the PayPal right now. Hopping over to the PayPal, my friends, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Paul wants to know something. They asked it in chat. Let's see what's going on with that. Will I ever see Josh once again? Uno mas. We're going to be able to see Josh. Oh, man, that sounds like a memory. That sounds like an old style, an old school memory of Josh and all of this stuff. Let's use this aged deck over here and see what's going on. See what's going on. See how that is going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Luna wants to transfer. Luna, I say yes immediately, but we'll get to your question a little bit. But like intuition gives us a straight up, and I mean straight up yes. Is the intuition. All right, we're gonna address that in a minute. Right now, it's Paul's turn. Paul wants to know, will I ever see my nephew Josh again? Oh, Jesus, I think so. Look at this. That's nice. Kaylee, I thank you for your donation. I mean, as far as seeing people, making a visit, all this other stuff, wow, that is going to be a thumbs up by far. That is a no-joke thumbs up. We get it a nice thumbs up in the, my button presser ain't working. Button presser just ain't working. Emperor's card is a good card here, especially with the Three of Cups. A celebration from seeing us again, right? The celebration from seeing us again, all this other stuff. Kay, yes, you can donate. Kay, this is the whole stream is for you, Kay. You donate, we got you covered, my friend. But that Empress and that Three, the celebration, the comfort, like this really feeling of family, right? Family, all of this stuff comes through. All of the excitement comes through. you. Toadstool Tarot. Oh my God, it's been a minute. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Toadstool Tarot is an absolutely amazing channel. If you haven't been to his channel, you must go immediately and subscribe. Toadstool Tarot is astounding. Anyway, the sun, with all of this stuff, it feels like when we meet that is something substantial, like a big family thing. A lot of people in here, right? A lot of people showed up. A big celebration with the Three of Cups. A lot of people sort of moved through. But then after that, it takes a long time to see them again. So take a lot of pictures, catch up, get a lot of stuff done with that. But it feels like a big family celebration. It feels like a lot of people there. Very interesting, very fun. And that Ten of Swords, just after that, though, there's some drama. There's something else that prevents you from seeing them for a little while longer. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that's what you need. That's what you need. Oh, I mean, that's a big old yes. I like that. Indeed. Indeed. Hit that thumbs up button if you like the show. If you like what's going on over here, hit that thumbs up, that like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It makes people think the tarot, the tarot channel doesn't suck. That's easy for me to say. Can I get the like and sub? Where's the animation? There it is. Man, this Stream Deck is just taking a crap. Stream Deck is taking a crap tonight. It is done for, man. This Stream Deck is done for. I don't know what to do. Do I send it in for support? I don't know what to do. How much is a stupid thing? What's a stupid thing? All right, let me go shopping. Let's see. Stream Deck. Deck XL price. All right, let's go with that. Thank you for your donation, Kay. Very generous indeed. I appreciate you. All right, Stream Deck XL from Amazon. How much was this thing? Ouch. Jesus, $200. Oh my God, man. And it crapped out. I mean, I haven't had it. Well, I've had it for about 2 years. So is that the limit? Like after 2 years, is this thing just done for? Like, man, this sucks. Anyway, all right, let's go to the next question, which is from Anne. Anne wants to know anything to comfort me about the bee situation. Project will be uploaded Saturday. Everything's winding up. What's going on? Kitty, welcome. Good to see you. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. All right, let's see what's happening. Man, I haven't watched a Toadstool Tarot video in a while. I need to go and just like marathon video Toadstool Tarot videos after the stream's done. After the stream is done, right? You should do a video on good questions to ask about the tarot that aren't boring. I don't know. I mean, should I? I mean, that's like, I mean, if you have a question, it's normally the more personal, the more emotional the question is, the better the reading goes, in my opinion. Here's my opinion about tarot question. The more emotional, the more important the question is, the better the reading goes, I think. I don't know. But I'm just saying, if I made a video and said, you know, these are good questions and stuff like that, it kind of means that I want you to please me with your question. That's kind of the feel, right? And in my opinion, of course. But I don't know. I think the best questions are the ones that are really emotional, really important, and you're really sort of hanging on the edge of your seat about finding this information out. When you ask those questions, I think the tarot reading goes really good because the cards are very descriptive. The cards are very excited. They have a lot to say. They're very wordy. But if you just ask a question for the sake of asking a question, I think it kind of goes okay. I mean, it was like, But anyway, in my opinion. And anything to cover me about the bee situation, as the project will be uploaded Saturday. Queen of Swords says there's a lot of communication, right? There's a lot of communication that will suddenly happen. It'll be just out of the blue. All of a sudden, we have a lot of communication, a lot of important things to say, a lot of exchanges very quickly once it starts. And it starts kind of suddenly, too. But once it starts, I think it goes quite well. There is a level of disconnect from B with as far as as far as communication goes, as far as connection goes. It feels like we're just not there. We're not there. And I think one of the frustrating parts here is we don't know how to get there, right? Because we do have an idealistic situation, idealistic scenario where we can talk to B, we can be with B, we can have that connection, and there just doesn't seem to be something that we can do, something that is that's not there. Anyway, the Ten of Swords says just let it be, right? No pun intended. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Just realize that if there's no communication, if there's some disconnect, if there's a period of time where we don't communicate, that's okay. It's okay. And I know it feels like something needs to be done. Something needs to be touched. Some action needs to be taken. But just let it be the way it needs to go. The Ten of Swords. There is a sudden wealth of communication. You're going to have to wait for that opportunity. If we try to force it, it's not really going to be there. But the way it goes, the Ten of Swords just says let things go. And I do think you're going to have to let B go for a period of time, in my opinion. Have to let him go for a period of time and just wait to see what happens with that. You have two knights. Again, we're talking about the fiery aspect. We're talking about getting a lot of energy, getting a lot of action in there. And the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Coins says once we get the action going, the level of stability, the level of connection really sort of builds up very dramatically as it goes. And the Knight of Wands says the action begins and the action keeps going from there. So it's just a matter of waiting for that. I don't really think there's much we can do. Just relax, let it happen, because there will be a level of disconnect or a level of non-communication that goes in through there. Anyway, tarot reader, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? All right, how's the current boyfriend see our relationship? Hopefully they like some cheesecake, because we went to Sam's Club on Sunday. And Christina had some cheesecake samples. It was a pumpkin cheesecake, and it was divine, I gotta say. It was quite delicious, but, you know, I don't need all that sugar rush. But, yeah, anyway, Teddy Bear Tarot is right here. And Teddy Bear says, let's see what the boyfriend sees about a relationship, how they look at it, how they perceive it. What are they going to do with all of this boyfriend relationship thing? Are they going to be able to go to Sam's Club with you and have some cheesecake? That's the operative situation here. The ideal relationship is when you go to Sam's Club and have some cheesecake samples together. If we can do that, wow, Jesus, man, you got that. They see it pretty tight. I mean, we got the Heart of Hearts up in here. If it'll actually work. Oh, it works. It works. All right, cheesecake, this is looking nice. You have not only the 10 of Cups, but you also have the 10 of Pentacles in the same freaking reading. I think they see this as being a permanent situation where they are just going to be able to get hooked up with all of this stuff, the Chariot. We're going to move in to this next level. We're going to have all of these actions, all of this excitement. They really see this as having a ton of potential and a ton of excitement with it. So, yeah. Now, realize that their idealistic scenario for this and yours don't mix, but if you can find a middle ground, it's going to be quite okay. This looks just, I mean, you can't get a better reading than this. Like, other than putting the Lovers here instead of the 2 would be great, but, you know, the way it goes, I really think that you are just a fantastic, you have a fantastic thing going here with this individual, and you should keep it and pursue it and just rock and roll it in there, because that looks great. That looks great. GK is next. I thank you for your donation. S's current feelings for me. Let's see what's going on with S and see if S is going to have some good feels. Are they going to be excited? Very excited indeed. Let's see. S's current feelings. Man, they gave up at first, but they're going to give it another try. I mean, GK, there's something going on here where it feels like that, yeah, we didn't exactly see on the same page. We didn't come into the party at the same time. You were early to the party. Maybe I was late to the party, right? It feels like almost that there was some distance in between here. There's sort of a distance that you don't really want to deal with at some point. But that distance, I think, is sort of covered. I don't think that's going to be a long-term thing, not a long-lasting thing by far. The Lover's card is fantastic here for an ending. You really have a lot of a swelling of emotion. You have a lot of excitement. You have a lot of exhilaration here in this particular connection, right? Emma, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. But man, this looks really good. until it doesn't. GK, what's going on here? S looks like maybe an X. S looks like there's a level of abandonment, a level of stuff they just weren't willing to do. They were willing to go forth and do it. It's just like, well, I think that they're going to come back and readdress it, almost like I miss you, or almost like I miss the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we'll see where that goes. See where that goes. See what kind of action we can get there, because that looks fairly decent, in my opinion, with that, especially with the Lover's card. You can't really go wrong with the Lover's card. I mean, the Lover's card in there. Emma, thank you for your double donation. I appreciate you. All right, should I message Minnesota, or should I wait for them to message me? Let's see what's going on. Indeed. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, that was your second question. I know you got two questions. I know. Cheesecake, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on here with messaging Minnesota, or wait, a banana and peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, I used to eat those. Those were quite yummy indeed. I'm a big fan of Naners, in case you didn't know. I mean, you pretty much know at this point, but I mean, you know, wait or message or something like that. 8 of Cups, you got the 4 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. This really feels like something of waiting. I mean, if you have a choice between wait and message, I would go ahead and wait here. You really have sort of a Page of Pentacles. Like, there's not much I can do. I can call, I can do this, I can do that, but it feels like it really needs to be on their time, right? Minnesota needs to have it on their time. They need to be able to be prepped. They need to be able to move through. They need to be able to do their own thing. It feels like a lot of times you really want to do something, but doing something really doesn't work, right? Doesn't work at all. Page of Pentacles, I just relax. We just relax. As 8 of Cups is, the more we're in their face, the more they sort of drift away with that, right? 4 of Cups, I really don't want that kind of connection. I don't want this frequent things to happen. I just don't want this at that level. 4 of Wands says we're building happy home, happy family. If they can contact you on their own situation, on their own time, I think that's going to be the important factor here. And the other question you had was something that you were nervous about. Let's see what's going on there. So we have the Minnesota is the second one. And you did have a first one way up here somewhere, and I need to scroll up and find it. You scroll up and find it. No, we had YouTube user, and we got a KD, Kaylee, we got Kay, we got the Emmas, we got a Cheesecake Factory, we got Karen. Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We did Karen, we did YouTube user, we did Ann, we did Cheesecake Factory, we did GK, and am I missing a question? So Luna, you had 2 questions, but I only see one question. Luna, let me know what your other question is. Can you please retype your other question? I don't know what it is. Anyway, Minty, what's going on? Good to see you. All right, KD is next while I wait for Luna to retype their question. Sorry about that. I don't know where it is. Like I'm scrolling up and I'm looking. I just don't know where it is. Anyway, let's go with this. Finances for the rest of October. Let's see what kind of money situation we can get in. Baroque or Dark Mansion? What about both? See, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out KD right now. I'm going to do both. I mean, I'm going to do a little bit of the Baroque. I'm going to do a little bit of the Dark Mansion. We are going to do that and all that other stuff. Luna, thank you for your other question. I appreciate you having some patience with me. I don't know what's going on. We got all sorts of technical issues tonight, but we are working through it, my friends. We're going to do a Dark Mansion, a Baroque, a Dark Mansion, a Baroque with this. Finances for the rest of October. 2 of Pentacles. Man, what do you want to do with your money? You know, where do you want to focus your money? What do you want to do with your money? I think that's your big situation here, right? And you need to figure that out, because I think there's a lot of things you could spend it on, a lot of things that you could be focused on, and I don't know what you want to do with it. Your decision-making is going to determine your finances. The bottom line, right? Bottom line here. 6 of Cups says you need to do what's best for the home and the family as far as expenditures, as far as kind of what we need to spend on what we need to do. It feels like you got a couple of either maybe a birthday coming up or something like that you have to sort of spend money on, or some situation you have to spend money on that. You kind of want to finance things out, make a list, get everything in Excel or whatever you need to do that. Because the 3 of Wands, it says, looking forward, I think December is going to be rough financially for you. I'll be bottom line. December is going to be kind of rough financially for you. So whatever we can save up before then is going to be very prudent indeed. Queen of Swords says, be careful of any small business things or anything that's sort of just bleeding money out of you, right? If it's not returning the money, don't invest a ton ton of time into it because I think time is money in your case. And I think that is going to be where it is at for there. All right. So we got, we got one of each because why not? Why not indeed? We got a Baroque and a Dark Mansion. Might as well just put one of each of every tarot deck that we have up in there. Luna retyped their question. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate that. All right, the first one I should submit. Oh, that's right. That's right. See, I was telling you, yes, intuitively, immediately. See, that's one of those. I was telling you yes, intuitively, immediately. Let's go ahead and use my deck. If you don't have this deck, by the way, you're just crazy because this thing's $19, right? I mean, I don't know what inflation is. I mean, everything has doubled. Everything has tripled in price. A carton of eggs is like $7 now. Like everything, all the bills have gone up probably double. Water bill has gone up double. Electric bill's gone up double. Gas bill has like tripled. It's one of those months. It's one of those months, my friend. But the Waterfall Tarot hasn't gone up a cent. I don't care about inflation. I don't know what it is. I don't know what stagflation is. The Waterfall Tarot is immune to all of that stuff, right? 100 years from now, I'll probably still have some in there, and they'll still be $19. So order yours right now. Link in the description. Look at this beautiful art that I made. Look, I painted this crap myself. I painted this on canvas myself, and I made a beautiful little tarot deck. I did this in Sharpie. I did this in pencil. I cheated like a mofo, but yeah, I did that in a little Sharpie. But yeah, anyway, so I did the rest of it with paint. But yeah, see, I actually handmade this stuff. So if you can afford the $19, I know it's rough out there. Everything is tripled in price, but I mean, this hasn't. YouTube user and Emma, thank you for your other donations. All right. Should you submit the transfer request by the end of this week? I think you should. If you don't, it looks like there's consequences. Luna, let's talk. This is entertainment purposes only. Never, ever, ever take work advice from a fat man reading cards on the internet, all right? But the Five of Pentacles and the Tower says if we wait, Luna, there's some bad news. Luna. Doesn't look good at all. Ace of Swords says get that communication out there. And get that transfer request. That Temperance card says it's going to be nice and balanced where you're at. Everything's going to be sort of cool, be okay. Get the transfer out there because if you wait, you got one of these. You got one of those situations. That is a yes. You need to do that. That is entertainment purposes only, but wow, that is quite the message. Straight to the heart of the matter. Can you tell me about an unexpected pregnancy? All right, then. All right, let's see. We got an unexpected pregnancy. Well, I don't know how that's going to go. Let's see. All right, we're going to get a deck that would be, what's a good unexpected pregnancy deck? I'm thinking, what would be the best one? Teddy Bear Tarot again? I mean, the Teddy Bear Tarot does cover this. The Teddy Bear Tarot does cover these things. We're going to say that right now, right? It's a Trick or Treat Tarot. It could be. Halloween deck. Yes, it's called the Trick or Treat Tarot. I got a video on the Trick or Treat Tarot. We do have another Trick or Treat Tarot we need to unbox. This one's actually been sitting there for a year, I think. I think I actually got it a year ago. YouTube user and Emma, thank you for your other donations. So now, we're going to look at this, right? Can you tell me about the unexpected pregnancy? I don't know what you want to know. I think the pregnancy is going to be a late delivery. If you choose to deliver it, I think it's going to be a late delivery. So you are going to have it be a little bit longer than expected with this. It was unexpected indeed. I think it took you quite by surprise. I think it was like just sort of really, really surprised. I think it's really sort of weighing on you pretty hard. This is something that you maybe didn't want, sort of the way things work sometimes. But yeah, I think it's going to be a late delivery. For that, you have not one but two sort of defensive actions in here. I think it's really going to negatively affect the connection between you and the other person. I can tell you that for sure. Negatively affect that quite substantially negatively affect that. So it'd be like, well, I don't know. This is something you're going to have to deal with. Clearly, it's going to be late. If you want to term it, it's going to be a boy. So, you know, there's the unexpected pregnancy, the details on that. So, I don't know. I don't know what you want to do about it. I don't know. It feels like that you're really drawn in several different things. Almost like you haven't really made a decision yet about the pregnancy and what you want to do and how you want to deal with it and whatnot. But yeah, I think you're going to need to make a decision pretty soon about what you want to do. So there you go. That's what I think. That's what I think. KD, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you for the unexpected pregnancy reading. We got Kay. How do I get out of this rut? I don't feel motivated to do a damn thing with that. You need that bell. You need that bell that I got. You just ring that bell, and it works amazingly. By the way, I overheard my neighbor complaining about my bell. Because the reason they complain about my bell is because, you know, I ring the bell when I'm doing stock trading and I have a stupid thought like, ooh, I should chase that bar, or I should do this, or I should do that. When I have a dumb thought, I ring the bell. Anyway, I overheard them actually talking about it. The reason I overheard them is because they never go inside. They're outside all the time. They work from home and they stand outside and they gossip about the neighbors. They gossip about their friends. They gossip about how ugly their friends' husbands is, and they gossip about everything. I'm not sure how they work from home, standing outside on their cell phone for 9 hours a day, and then when everybody comes home, they have a meal outside. They may sleep outside. I don't know. They never go inside. I'm not sure why they have a house. I think they should just get a little piece of property and put a tent up on it or something like that and save themselves a lot of money. But yeah, they never go inside. They're outside. I don't know how you work from home by standing outside, gossiping about the neighbors. I don't know. But apparently they have a job that pays them to do that. Now, that's a job that I want. That is the job that I want. So, yeah. Anyway, your neighbor sounds annoying. Yeah, a little bit. I got to say that. A little bit. I just don't understand how they work from home without going inside the house. I mean, there's not a computer out there. They're standing outside with the cell phone and gossiping about everything and all that stuff. So, yeah, I can tell you. So, you know, they don't like me because I will occasionally be outside doing something, and they have it on speakerphone at max volume, and they scream at max volume into the speakerphone on max volume. So, I mean, I voice my opinion on this, right? I mean, you know, I'll tell them, hey, I think, you know, Fred's wife or something, it does sound like she may be cheating on him by your description, right? I think your cousin did everybody wrong when they didn't show up for the family reunion. I have opinions too. I have opinions, okay? If you're going to get on your phone and you're going to jack it to max volume and you're going to yell as loud as you can into the phone that's jacked at max volume, I want to join in on the conversation. That's all I'm saying. Joan, welcome. Good to see you. All right. How do I get out of this rut? The sun. You need to get out. Okay, here's what I think you need to do. You need to get out and do something radically fun, different, something wild and unusual, something that is not you, right? Something that is fun and all this other stuff. I think that's going to be where you need to be. The sun says you need to get out. You need to do something different. I think the rut you are in, indeed, you are in a rut. You're doing the same things. You're expecting different results. Definition of insanity. Don't do the same things anymore. Do something different. Get outside. Do something that's fun. Do something, one of the hobbies you've always looked at, you've always been excited about. The Three of Wands. You have thought about it. You have clearly thought about doing something different. You just haven't done it. So getting out of the rut involves getting something else done, right? I think that's the big thing. The King of Swords is other people are going to get involved, and that's what you want. We need to have opportunities with friends. We need to have some cool things with friends. Get out and do something with them. Go to lunch, go to dinner, whatever you need to do. It's going to be fun indeed, because it feels like you do need some support here. Maybe that is counseling. Maybe that is talking to friends, because it feels like part of your rut is you're worried about something, or there's something weighing on you. And if you can get it off your chest, I think that's going to be a big boon with that. Because the Ten of Swords says once we eliminate the things that are weighing us down, then we have more freedom. Then we have more excitement, right? I think that's going to be where you're at with that. Well, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate that. Hopefully you get out of your rut. And as always, just come to the stream and have fun with us and all this other stuff. How will I meet S? Will I run into him? Will I just randomly run into him? What is going on with that? Let's get a little bit of Dragon Tarot going on here. And thank you for your donation. Woo-woo, I thank you for yours as well. Oh, Jesus, Woo-woo's got a cheater over there. That's no good at all. Emma wants to know, though, how will I meet S? Will I encounter this individual on the street, in the grocery store? Will I have dreams about them? The Fool says, well, we're out and about. Like it's just sort of a random encounter. It's nothing like destiny, right? Or we're just going to go and like a movie or something. No, I really don't think so. The Fool, we're just out and about. We're just going here, going there. We just run into them. I think it's the thing there, right? Two of Pentacles. I think you know the day that you're going to meet them. I think you intuitively know you're going to meet them. And that is some intuition you need to listen to. I think that's very important indeed. The Six of Pentacles says it's almost like that they offer to help or they offer something up, and all of a sudden you just meet them and you kind of know, right? Because you had that intuition the previous night and you knew that something was going to happen. You knew that this was a time that you were going to get that done. So I think that's how you meet them, sort of out and about with that. Emma wants to know, does S know of me? I immediately think, yes, they've had dreams about it. Like straight up. I think that they need to have dreams about, they have dreams about you. Because you've had dreams about them. They've had dreams about you. Maybe at the same time with that. Queen of Pentacles. It feels like that you are their stabilizing force. In other words, you're there. You feel like somebody who stabilizes them, who makes them calm, who gets them excited, who sort of knows what to do, knows how they are. And the Five of Wands is they're very conflicted though, right? They don't really know where this is going. They don't know all the details, and they're kind of interested to where this is going and how this is going to work out, because it is kind of wild, right? It's kind of wild and unusual, sort of a different experience for both of you and whatnot. And you do have two fives. In other words, there's a lot of degree of worry too. Like worried about maybe this won't work. Worried about what will happen if we ever meet and stuff like that. BooBoo, welcome. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everyone had another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That is my fun day. Cheesecake Factory donated again. Thank you very much, Cheesecake Factory, for your other donation. I greatly appreciate all the support. All right. Crystal wants to know a little bit of a general action for the rest of the month. Where are we going and what is going to happen? What is going to happen indeed? There's nothing to do outside except shop for things. I mean, I don't know. You can go outside and gossip about your neighbors and your husband's. Okay, the hot topic today, by the way, in case you want to know, the hot topic today for the neighbor was was how ugly her friend's husband was. She just thinks she has a friend at work, and unfortunately, she met her friend's husband, and her friend apparently is hot, and her husband is ugly, and so she thinks that that friend should ditch her husband and find a husband that's not ugly. That's basically the hot topic today. So in case you want to know, and I really don't want to hear. And I know you're thinking maybe I'm eavesdropping, but they live like right next to me. They're like maybe 15 feet away, and she's on. And again, she's on the phone. She's not on the phone like holding it to her ear. No, she holds her phone like as far away as she can, and she puts the volume at max volume, and then she doesn't talk into the phone. She yells, so I can hear both sides of the conversation from inside my house. I can hear both sides of the conversation. So apparently the friend's husband's super ugly, and she deserves better, and she constantly just berates her friend to get a better husband. Anyway, all right, general for the rest of the month. The Devil. I think there are opportunities in October that you definitely want to avoid. Don't sign up. Don't sign up for everything in October. You definitely want to skirt some of the situations in there, and you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that devil action. So yeah, don't agree with everything. Don't get into every situation. I think you're being sort of lured into something. You definitely don't want to do that. Five of Cups, disappointment and sort of walking the long road doesn't need to happen. I think that's the important part here. You don't have to have the disappointment. You don't have to walk the long road. I think there are better opportunities. There are some other things happening that you can involve yourself in. So sort of avoid anything that's sort of negative in October. And I think you're going to be better off by far. The Five of Cups is sort of a level of disappointment that is waiting, but we don't have to sign up for it. We don't have to be in there. So you gotta do that. Anyway, that is sort of the reading with that. Does she even have a husband? She does have a husband and 2 kids. Has a husband and 2 kids. All right. But I assume that her husband, she doesn't think her husband's ugly. I don't know. I haven't heard that. I don't really want to listen to their conversation. I actually will turn my Google speaker to like max volume, rain sounds, just sort of drown out the conversations if I can. Anyway, or play some music or something like that. Rosemary, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what's going on with YouTube user. Well, H, put in the effort and make it work in 2023. I feel really invested in them. That's great. That's fantastic. I like that. This is going on with the Wonder World Tarot, making it happen. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, will they put in the effort? And that's sort of the difficult part too, right? You do want somebody who is willing to put in the effort, who is willing to sort of sign up for this and make this happen. Let's see if that's going to be this individual with age. A death card says, well, maybe. This is somebody that does need kind of an upfront commitment. Like they need a commitment before they're willing to do a lot of work. It's just sort of a casual thing, sort of fun, what have you. They're not really going to do a ton of work here. They need a level of commitment from you. And it feels like almost like a verbal commitment, sort of an emotional commitment. The death card, right? I need to see some changes. I need to see some commitments and some working towards this. Nine of Wands. Be aware that H had a bad relationship before, and it does kind of weigh on them to where they're not as excited as they need to be about relationships in general. Again, like I said before, very independent kind of person here. Seven of Swords, right? They are sort of prone to leaving and abandoning. So be aware of that. You're going to have difficulty sometimes because they will sort of distance themselves and stuff like that. But the world says there's a good possibility. Of what's going to happen here. But in order to get the commitment, in order to get their real focus, you are going to have to express a commitment to them first. Express a commitment, make something happen with that. I think they're going to be happy, and then they're going to be willing to open the door. Because again, you have sort of a difficult relationship in the past, a little bit of hurt, kind of weird with that. Tarot, thank you for your donation. BooBoo, thank you for your donation as well. All right, let's just go on with Emma. Emma wants to know, why do I feel so low about myself at the moment? Let's get you where you're not feeling low about yourself with the super duper Linares Tarot version 2. Makes us all feel very good about ourselves. I'm saying that now. Very good about ourselves. The Devil, man, it's just a negative thoughts, man. Negative thoughts are killing you right now. Negative thoughts are just really weighing on you. You have to release those. You just have to. You can't hang on to that. And I know it's difficult sometimes to release that, to sort of move on, what have you, but you really do need to sort of fix some of that, or sort of at least address some of the negative thoughts here. Because I don't think they're working for you. I don't think that's really functional for you. So just be aware, Sometimes the negative thoughts are just getting with you. It's also something where you're sort of holding in too many emotions. You're hanging on emotions too long, right? IL, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Don't hang on to emotions too long. If something negative happens, let it roll off and move on. You don't want to hang on to everything. I don't think that's functional. I think that's working for you at all. Realize your happiness, embrace your happiness. I think that's going to be a big thing for you. And if you do that, you're going to be better off in the long run. Emma also wants to know, how will S feel about me if they knew me? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what S is going to feel about us if they know us, when they see us. Let's see what kind of connection with that, right? Let's see what kind of connection is going on here. All right. I don't tend to date good-looking men. I mean, I do on occasion, but a lot of the cute ones. Okay. I don't know. Oh, man. I got a face for radio. So I'm not a good looking man. I got a face for radio. Anyway, how does S feel about me if they knew me? I mean, they feel like that you have a lot of potential. You know what I'm saying? The three, they have a lot of potential, a lot of good things happening, really a lot of interest. So there's a lot of depth to you that they like. People like people with depth. You have a lot of depth, a lot of interesting things going on. You're sort of emotionally resonant with people. You can get into their emotions. You can understand what they need, what they want. And I think you're overall just happy with that. The judgment says that you're willing to give people a second chance as well. I think that's a big thing too. They know if they make a mistake, you give them a second chance, make all that happen. So I think that's how they feel about you once they meet you, once they know you, and all of this other stuff. Tracy says, I prefer men on the gruff side. Oh my. I don't know what gruff is. Is gruff is like a big beard or something like that? I don't know. I don't have a beard. Yeah, I'm not a beard guy. I couldn't grow hair if I had to. All right, Emma did. YouTube user did. I'll just with the age, puts in the effort. Emma, the feels knew me. We're good. We got entities with KD. Ultimately, we'll settle with H, given that they put in the effort. Let's see if that's going to be a settlement that we can have made. Let's get a little bit over here. The Light Seers Tarot. That's nice indeed. You see, Maruta, the guys who date are good looking to me, and that's all that matters. I mean, that's it. That's it. At the end of the day, as long as they're cute to you, who cares what anybody else thinks? Unless they're my neighbor, and my neighbor is going to say that they're ugly. Okay. Anyway, ultimately, we'll settle with H and make it happen. Is this going to be a possibility? Page of Cups, 7 of Swords. The Empress, the 8 of Swords. Man, I mean, I think that they move. I think that there's a big distance between you and H you're going to have to deal with. I think that they move. They just go away. The Empresses have a lot of comfort, a lot of stability, a lot of action, a lot of excitement with this individual. If we can settle down, the Page of Cups says that your emotions go on and off and on and off. Your interest level does kind of that, right? The 7 of Swords. We have to come back and address things. Again, it's almost like they're moving, traveling, or something's going on, and the 7 of Swords gives you the opportunity to come back and see them. It's almost like one big judgment card, right? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. By the way, we are ending soon. YouTube user has the last reading. The last reading for YouTube user over there. All right. But yeah, you're going to have to get through a level of stuff, right? You're going to have to get through a level of difficult stuff. And that is the distance. That is them being busy all the time. That is that they're not communicating the way that you need. That is that you can't be with them when you want to be with them. If you're willing to work through that, I think you can settle. But it's a matter of what are you doing or what are you going to do if things don't work out perfectly? How much are you willing to put up with? How much are you willing to bend and be flexible with this individual? Because they have a lot of good things going on. KD, are entities trying to confuse me? The Poe knows. The Poe knows about them entities. They know all of the details. And I mean all of the details about the entities. Let's see what's going on with Poe. Are the entities trying to confuse me with the cards? Are they making it confusing? Oh my, I think they are. I mean, I didn't want to say yes, but I think that it's going to be a thumbs up on that one. I think they are trying to confuse you here. You have that Knight of Wands. They have a lot to say. I think the entities are very wordy and very verbose, and they're very kind of in your face. I don't think you like that. I don't think anybody likes entities that are up in my face. Knight of Wands, right? I just have a lot of things to say. I'm riding in with all these fiery aspects, all these fiery opinions. And the 10 of Wands is like you're sort of out on an island and all these entities are sort of voicing it out. And you feel like you're stuck listening to all of this other stuff. 10 of Pentacles says, let them have their opinion. I think the less that you associate with the opinion, the less you feel that the opinion matters, the better off you're going to be in the long run. I think that's going to be the big opportunity here. They'll let them have their opinions, clearly. But you don't want it to affect you. You want it to be disconnected, right? It's like the neighbor with their opinions about the ugly husbands or whatever. It doesn't affect me, but it's just funny, but it doesn't affect me. But I like making fun of it, but it doesn't affect me. So it's not like I'm going to be like, oh my God, am I an ugly husband? I really couldn't care less. Couldn't care less what they think about all that. All right, YouTube user, will H and I get in a stable, committed relationship as far as time goes? Let's see if we can get Time ticking away, the moments that make up a dull day. With that forest creatures is going to have the good answer for you. Let's see what's going to happen here. When Agent and I get in a stable, committed relationship, I really think January is your opportunity. Like immediately comes out intuitively. January is going to be your big window where that happens. And that's sort of with the Knight of Cups. That's kind of what you want here. Two of Wands, the Hermit. In the page, again, there's some difficult distance. There's something between you and Ace where you can't get together and all this other stuff. The Two of Wands, I can see them in the distance, but I just can't sort of get out there and touch them and make this happen the way that I want to. The Hermit, you feel isolated, you feel alone with that. If you want a stable relationship, I think January is going to be your big opportunity. The Page of Swords, this is going to be the time to where everything sort of is concluded, right? They've concluded either traveling, they've concluded some business things, they've concluded some family matters, concluded the holidays, and January is like, now it's opened up. It's opened up. The doors are open, the windows are there, everything's there. The Two of Wands, I can finally see something working, something function. The Knight of Cups, they're finally in that mode where they can focus on you, they can make you happy, they can make everything go, and I think that's going to be very critical for you indeed. So yeah, it looks fantastic as of January as far as the time goes. Woo-woo! Boyfriend flirted with a girl on Saturday. What happens next? Ain't nobody, and I mean nobody, likes a cheater.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
All right, we'll go to This Might Hurt Tarot. By the way, This Might Hurt Tarot is coming to mass market. You need to get you one. If you didn't get you one by now, and this thing has been around literally forever, if you didn't get you one by now, you need to get the Isabella This Might Hurt Tarot and make that happen for yourself, because that's going to be good stuff. That is going to be great stuff indeed. All right. Turn that off. Say woo-woo. They flirted. What's going to happen now? Man, you may have to ditch. I mean, you're going to have to deal with the situation. You have to deal with it up front, right? Queen of Pentacles. You need to get your stability stable. You don't want a relationship that's unstable, where you're worried, you're concerned, you're just always thinking, what are they going to do next? Now I got to watch them. Now I got to look at their phone. Now I got to see what the hell are they doing, right? You know what I'm saying? Because the Knight of Swords is now you got to take all of this action, all this. It feels like too much work. So you need to address it immediately. Knight of Swords, go in there. Knight of Swords doesn't plan. Knight of Swords just communicates, makes it happen, gets everything done. You want to address it immediately so you don't have the situation. Because if you don't, you are going to be in a Five of Pentacles situation. You're going to feel like I'm alone. I don't have the things that I need to be happy in this relationship. I'm always worried. Now I got to check people's phone. You know, it's a pain in the butt. So at Five of Pentacles, don't be like that. You need to address the situation before you get into this rough patch, because if you get into that, it's hard to get out of, man. It is hard to get out of. Lady Vegas, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? How's everybody Mondays going? It is Monday, another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. I get up and run it. With a response, I prepared for B, be the best course of action to tell them. I can only respect you for, but I'm sorry. All right, so we've made a response. Let's see if that's going to be something that's going to work for us. Is it going to work for us? The key tarot, by the way, because it has a key on it, by the way, we're ending soon. YouTube account is the last reading of the night. We got, if you want to look at the queue, we got Ann over here. Then we got Rosemary, Tarot2, BooBoo, IL, some YouTube user, and then we are out of here. Going to eat a banana, take a shower, and be ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right. Let's see what's happening here with the Ann and the B situation. Will the response I prepared be the best one? You know, Five of Pentacles says they take it kind of hard at first, but then later it's not as bad. Ten of Cups says yes. Bottom line, Ten of Cups, we have the love balloons over here. Ten of Cups says this is a situation that you need to express your feelings the way you express them. No matter what happens, if somebody can't handle your expressions of your feelings, that's not somebody for you. I mean, let's admit that now. Midnight Meditations, welcome. So good to see you. Let me say it again. If somebody that's special to you cannot handle your feelings, then that's probably not the best person, you know? Probably not the best person. I'm just saying. Ten of Cups. If they can handle it, that's going to be your best opportunity for somebody who's a good man, for somebody who can be at your side, somebody who can be in your life. Because again, you don't want somebody who just ignores your feelings. They get upset when you have feelings. You don't want all that, right? Four of Cups. It's just something to where you need to get it off your chest, because if you hold it in, then it's going to be a more difficult situation in the long run. Temperance says this balances things out. I express what I needed to express. You express what you need to express, and then we'll go from there, right? Because you don't want a situation where you're holding it in, and now you're upset. Now you're having these bad feels. Now you're having these bad things. It's best to get it out there. Five of Pentacles says, whatever happens, let it happen, because it's better for you to be yourself rather than to try to hold back something, or to try to be somebody else, or try to modify your feelings for somebody, right? So that's the thing. You want to be true to yourself. If I have feelings, I'm going to express them and let the chips fall where they may. Why didn't the supervisor tell me about the new title yet? What is going on with the secrecy back there? Ain't nobody got time for people being secret and all of that other stuff. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's see what's going on with this secrecy. Why are people being secret over there to Rosemary? Man, the 6. Oh, Jesus. But the new title yet. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm just going to tell you what I think. It seems like they didn't tell you about the new title because they offered it to somebody else. Somebody else has gotten something. Somebody else has gotten something offered. I'm not saying that it was handed to them yet, but it feels like that somebody else is on a list, right? The 6. I'm offering it. I'm thinking about offering it to somebody else. And I haven't had a hard conversation with everybody about other people that may be wanting it or maybe sort of looking for that. It does feel like that it's almost they're afraid that you'll leave. Something's going on with that. They're fearful that you'll leave. They're fearful that something's going on with the movement happening with that. They're fearful that you're going to have a bad reaction. They also offered something to somebody else. So that's my opinion. My opinion of why they didn't communicate straight up, making it happen, making it rain. Tarot, how's this weekend going to be for me? This weekend's far away. I mean, I'm just saying, how's this weekend going to be for me? Let's see if this is going to be something good or something bad or something indifferent as far as that goes. By the way, if you don't know what it is the Wizard's Tarot, one of the best tarots that I got. Beautiful deck, beautiful book. All right. I mean, how's the weekend going to go? I mean, you do have an 8 of Wands, a lot of activity, a lot of things you need to get happen. It feels like if you got something you want to start this weekend, make sure you can finish it this weekend, because you are going to get in a situation where you're going to regret it. You're going to be like, I didn't really want to sign up for all of that crap. Now I have to do it, all this mother stuff. So yeah, the 8 of Wands. If you're going to commit to it, do it this weekend. Don't hesitate with all this other stuff. You got the Emperor. You need to take charge of things. A lot of times you don't take charge of things. You sort of sit on it, hope for the best, see where it goes. I don't really think that's going to be good for you. The Emperor says take command, take charge of it, and make it happen. That's going to be where you want to be. Knight of Swords says, hey, again, get everything done, get it done quickly. You don't want anything lagging. You don't want anything hanging out. But yeah, definitely going to be a busy thing. You got big movement cards, big action, all that other stuff, and you don't want to have any of that lagging around after this weekend has concluded. BooBoo was coming towards me in the next 2 weeks. Let's get a little Thoth action over there and see what's going on. We got IL and YouTube user, and then we're out of here. Going to take a shower and eat a banana. Not at the same time, and not necessarily in that order either. I think I may eat the banana and then take the shower. I don't know. We'll see. I feel a little bit adventurous, I'll be honest. I feel a little adventurous with the shower banana situation. All right. It was coming to me in the next 2 weeks with the thought. A level of disappointment and disconnect at the Thursday, Friday-ish of this week. It feels like things aren't going your way. It feels like, man, a lot of things are just weighing on me. You have a lot of concerns and worries. They're going to be building up before Thursday and Friday. If we can get rid of any of that, that's really going to be beneficial, because you really don't want that poisoning the well or anything. Because I think this weekend is going to be kind of fun. Something fun, exciting this weekend. There's something kind of cool this weekend happening, and you do want to sort of embrace that and see where it goes as well. You want to make your opinions known next week. Next week is going to be one of those where you want to make your opinions known. You want, this is what I think, this is where I'm going, this is what's happening with all of this stuff, right? Because there are various choices next week that need to be made, and if you don't make your opinions known, you are going to be in that situation where you just kind of have to deal with it and live with somebody else's thing, what they want you to do. Because a lot of people are very opinionated next week, and you are going to have to take that into account as well. To sort of be careful as far as expenditures go. I think you're being, I think somebody is like either trying to get you to buy something you don't want to buy, but it's really attractive. It's a really attractive situation where you're like, oh, that's going to be interesting indeed, right? So don't overspend it next week. Be aware of that. Don't overspend it next week with that. Other people are going to have to try to be having you buy something, and really you don't want to really sign up for that at the end of the day. Just be aware of all of that. And that it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. Mom's birthday is what I'm talking about. Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy early birthday. All right, we got an interview with IL yesterday. How's it going to go? What's going on with that? Got a YouTube user, and we are out of here. We are out of here after that. Now, how was this particular interview yesterday? I think they were impressed with you. First impressions intuitively, I think they were impressed with you indeed. The Justice card. Man, it feels like you have everything that they need, right? You have everything that they need here. Now, be aware there's some drama going on behind the scenes with this particular situation or this particular position. You have the Tower card. So they're going to be delayed getting back to you. They're going to be weird when they get back to you. It's like they have weird things to say, or they're like, it's almost like they're like, oh my God, I had this and I had that, I had this and I had that. But yeah, that Page of Cups, it feels like they're not excited about the position because of the drama, because of things going on. It's almost like there either some legal things or some money things going on here they have to address, right? The Justice, some legal, some money things about this position that need to be fixed up. So it is going to be delayed before they get back to you. How do they like you? I think that they were pretty impressed with that. The strength, I think you blend well. You went well with the group. I think they like your personality. And as well, I think that they like what you have to offer. So you're one of the big front runners up with that. But again, be aware. It's going to be a while. It's going to be late before they get to you. It's going to be some drama behind the scenes. And I think they're going to reveal that once they contact you or once they communicate with you again. If you sort of ask about how's the position going, how's the recruitment going, how's the movement going on that. Veronica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. YouTube user, H, very different than any other man I've known. I'm confused. What does he need from me to feel loved and secured? Indeed. Let's see if they feel loved and secured, if they can feel loved and secured. Veronica, you're the last reading of the night, and we are getting out of here, having a banana and taking a shower with that. Very different, confused. Let's see. What does he need from me? He needs your understanding. Again, the Sun with the Chariot. It's either travel, movement. We see this over and over with this. Movement, travel, some things going on in the background over there that you're going to have to deal with. And there is going to be some disconnect. Like, why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? It feels like that you're always constantly trying to sort of get them to do something, beg them to do something, get them in this situation to make that happen. The Sun, it feels like there's almost just too much activity, too much things going on here. And the Chariot, there's too much just motion and activity in the background with that. Once you can get that down, once you can get understanding in there, again, January I think is going to be the better option. Then the Nine of Pentacles says we're going to build stability, we're going to build structure very quickly, and I think things are going to go well from there. The Five of Swords says don't feel defeated, because a lot of times you're not going to be able to connect to them in the way that you want. You are going to feel a little bit disconnected. Just be aware that that's going to happen and just deal with it, right? Because I think it's going to affect you emotionally a little harder than it has in the past with other people. But if you're able to deal with that, I think that's going to be fantastic. All right. Does H know that I'm looking for commitment? Then we got a general for Veronica. Then we are out of here. Does H know that I want a committed relationship? By the way, this is the traditional manga tarot. If you want to know what it looks like, what it is, what it smells like, and it smells great. Looking for commitment. Yeah, they know. I mean, they know. They understand. I think they also acutely understand that if you don't get the commitment, you're kind of out of there. I mean, I don't think you want somebody who's going to use you, who's going to, sort of not be that level of commitment, not share that level of commitment. Because the Ten of Pentacles says they're fully aware of what you want. They know that you want commitment, all that. Renee, welcome. Good to see you. But that Five of Wands says there's a price to pay with that. In other words, they are going to have some difficulty with that at first. So if you're willing to be patient with them, I think that's going to be very good indeed. Because the Eight of Cups, they know if you can't get a commitment, you're out of there. I mean, if you can't get a real commitment out of this, you're out of there because you're on that level to where you want something serious. You want something committed. You don't want to play anymore. You don't want the games, right? You don't want the situation like you have with N, where it's always games, always back and forth, and nothing really sort of hanging there that you want to deal with, right? Anyway, the last reading of the night is going to be for Veronica. Thank you again. I appreciate you. We're going to go with everybody's favorite, the Tarot in Wonderland over here. Get a little bit of a general action, then we're going to do a shower and a banana and get out of here. Let's see where we're going to happen with this. Oh my, that's the wrong button. All right, I can't undo that apparently. I can't turn that off. There we go. General, the King of Wands. Oh man, everybody wants a little piece of Veronica. Veronica, it feels like you're really popular right now. I feel like a lot of people got this and that and this and that, a lot of movement, a lot of action over here. The King of Wands is you're sort of balancing a lot of stuff at the same time. It really kind of feels like that you need to sort of focus on what's important to you and let that be known to other people as well, right? Because if you do have a lot of action, a lot of people wanting some things, a lot of people wanting your attention, I really think that you need to focus on yourself and where you're going with all of sort of your action, your energy and stuff like that. You don't want a situation where you're on the mouse wheel. You're just going and going, a lot of motion, a lot of energy, not really getting anywhere. I don't think that's good for you or anybody else. The star says find your guiding light, find where you need to go and make that happen by far. Because the Two of Wands says there's a lot of good things out there and it's hard to choose. I really think that's true. It's hard to choose sometimes out of this and that and this and that. It's like, which one do I do? Really think you need to make the hard decisions sometimes. And sometimes a lot of people are not going to be happy with that. Just be aware of that. A lot of people may not be happy. Anyway, I'm happy though. Thank you for your generous donations tonight. I greatly appreciate that. We will see you tomorrow.
I'm put up with changes. Come pick me up 'cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see your face where